Hi, I'm John. My dad and I love motorbikes. However, we never got to ride together, and in 2020 I lost Dad to cancer. I was devastated and lost my way a little. That wasn't until I had a great idea. I would take the memory of my dad on a motorcycle journey around the coast of Great Britain, and whilst doing it, I would raise money for the hospice that looked after my dad. So here's my journey. Just me, myself, and my dad. Here's what happened. Hey guys, so just heading into Portree town again to grab some cash. This place is cash only. Don't think I've ever used so much cash. My meal yesterday was also cash, so need some cash when you come to this town, but not a problem. It's nice to get a bit of a walk, stretch the old legs. A beautiful place, it really is. But the bike's packed, so that's ready to go. So I just thought I'd take this opportunity just to have a quick chat with you guys and let you know the plan for today. So I'm going to ride around the Isle of Skye, which is going to be really cool. It's one of 3 islands I'm going to be riding around, because I'm also going to ride around Anglesey and the Isle of Wight. Spoilers. I do plan on stopping off at a distillery later. Be rude not to. Have a look at the gift shop. Then head all the way down past Fort William today. So really starting to head a lot further south. But yeah, very nice indeed. It was an interesting breakfast I just had. It was like, I don't know, it was just like bits and bobs. You know when you go to someone's house and they don't know that they're going to have you, and then they like just get everything out for breakfast. It's like, oh, some of this, some of this. It was a bit like that. It was quite funny, but it was nice enough all the same. Although the coffee, instant coffee. The eternal struggles of the coffee snob. But anyway, with that, I'm going to go and grab some cash, pay the lady for a very nice stay. I did enjoy my stay, I had a great night's sleep, and I'll see you guys back on the bike in a bit. Okay folks, so here we go. Let's sort that out. 218 miles to go. There feels a bit of an autumnal shift in the weather at the moment. Just this morning it just feel the change in the seasons. I wonder if on my trip I will start to see the change. Right, let's go. Okay. Nice people, nice place. Thoroughly enjoyed being there. Yeah, just the vibe of it. It was just pretty old school in there, you know. But I liked it. I liked it a lot. It was nice. I had a lovely stay. I slept really well as well. And lovely of them. I told them my story, and they said they'd knock £10 off the bill. I said, yeah, there's no need for that. And they said, no, it's okay. And I said, okay, well, in that case, let me put that £10 into the charity pot. So I did. So that's another £10 from Easdale B&B here in Portree in Isle of Skye. So thank you very much, Christy and Alistair. I enjoyed the stay, and thank you very much for the donation. I'm sure the hospice will appreciate it. Actually, I was talking to Alistair as well, and he was talking about the cancer. He said it's a horrible thing, saying, you know, never used to hear about it in his day. I said to him, I don't know why that is. I said, I don't know if people are now sort of living longer, or if they're, you know, there are other impacts like our diet is causing stuff, or just what we work with, or, you know, I don't know. Or maybe it's just there's more diagnosis for it. Maybe unexplained deaths are now being explained as cancer. We know that it's cancer, but you know, it is bloody horrible. Lucky puzzle trees, I do like those. You know, it's bloody horrible, and you know, I'm like, my dad was a fit and able man. He was a gardener, you know. He used to be an engineer, but he turned out to be a gardener in the end, and he was very, very fit and able man, much fitter than me. Gosh, I saw myself in the mirror yesterday, and I'm getting a belly. Yeah, it just struck him down. It kind of came out of nowhere, really. He was, you know, it seemed like 1 minute he was alright, and then he started getting some like indigestion. Then after sort of the Christmas 2019, he sort of started to struggle to be able to eat things, really. He was still working and what have you. Doctors didn't see anything, they couldn't tell anything when they could see him. And yeah, like a couple of months later, it was just like, oh yeah, you've got cancer in your esophagus. And then he went for a few more tests, turned around to the doctor and said, yeah, whatever I need to do, give it to me, you know, chemo, whatever, I'll do it. Can't do anything for you. You know, it was spread everywhere, literally everywhere. It just riddled him. And my dad spent his last months in agonising pain. He really suffered. I went down to look after him with Mum just as COVID hit. I left Warwickshire and I headed down to Seaford and looked after Dad with Mum. And you know, he was climbing the walls. He didn't know what to do with himself. He couldn't. You know, it spread to his spine, and he was just you know, he was losing weight. Oh gosh, it was. I have no words, guys. I have no words. It was horrific. It really was horrific. I wouldn't wish for anyone to be put in that position, because it's just. And then the drugs he was on. The medication, it kind of it sent him a bit loopy. So it was like a balance between him having his sort of cognitive self, you know, his mental awareness, and he had to make the choice. It was either that or the pain, and so the more pain relief he had, the more he lost his marbles, really. He was in so much pain, you know, and I was trying to remember the good times, but I will never ever get the image of Dad taking his last breath out of my head. I wish I could, but I can't. It was dark days. Dark days indeed. But yeah, that's the reality of this trip. That's what this trip is kind of all about, really. It's about, you know, because he had the care then from St Wilfrid's Hospice as well. You know, he did come home in the end. We brought him home for his last few weeks. He wanted to be at home, but they gave support and respite to my mum especially, you know. helped out with all the medication and tried to get him as balanced as possible. And the work they do is tireless. You know, at end of life care, we don't think about it, do we? We enjoy our lives. You don't think about, you know, what happens at the end, your final weeks or months, and who's going to look after you, who can look after you. You know, the burden shouldn't always fall to your family because they don't always have the ability to look after you. And yeah, that's where places like St Wilfrid's come in, and they do a remarkable service. The people there are so kind and sincere. And yeah, you can't lose sight of what this trip is really all about. It's about raising money for that amazing cause. And as I ride now on the was it Sunday the 11th of September, I think I'm very nearly at halfway to my target. I was hoping to get £3,800, so that's pretty much £1 for every mile I'm riding, although I think I'm going to be riding more than that. So yeah, I mean, we're doing really well with donations. Got over 1,600 quid now, I think, which is just fantastic. So yeah, thanks everybody, thanks for your donations and your kind words, and tributes to my dad as well. I know a lot of you out there knew my dad personally, so thank you. Well, with all that being said, it's quite a macabre subject. Let's see some more of this beautiful Isle of Skye, which is turning out to have its own flavour and beauty.
Pas de soleil, 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 pas de soleil.
Right, what a beautiful view that was. Absolutely amazing. Guys, here we are, Talisker. Oh, this is very exciting. Oh, nice little space for me. Let's go and have a look around, shall we? So guys, here we are, Talisker Distillery. Very exciting. Let's go and have a look inside. Stuff in there. I think I'm supposed to be coming this way. Oh, entrance, shop and cafe. Oh.
Just like the old man store. Okay.
No food. There is a gift shop. Lots of things. Oh, ice cube trays. Ooh. Talisker ice cube tray. The eternal quest for the perfect ice cube. A good old 10-year jobby. I like that. Get your name engraved on the whiskey. Very cool. I'll be back. Well, there's a lot of tourists and stuff here. But managed to snag just a mini bottle of the 10-year-old Talisker and a nice leather keyring. I'll show you. There you go. Very nice indeed. Probably best to hit the road, get back to where we're going. So I've been on this single track road for quite some time now. It says I've got another 13.2 miles and that's actually my destination, so looks like I'm staying on this road for the next 13 miles. Seems like today's saved the best till last. Wild. Got a few little spots of rain now on my visor. It'd be really useful if it doesn't rain. Just drove past the house with the most beautiful Ferrari in the driveway. It looked like it might have been a California, which is a Ferrari that I'm really fond of. I think it's a naturally aspirated V8. I think it's in the front. It's convertible, tin top convertible. But this one was really unusual because it was like a Ferrari do this very light metallic blue, and it was that colour, and I've never seen one in that colour before. But it seems like a really strange place to find one. I don't know if it's someone who's got plenty of money and this is their like retreat, you know, away from civilization. But that would be darn nice, and what a superb way to arrive. I might make it to my destination just in time because the weather's starting to change. 4.6 miles, not too shabby. No longer the shelter of the trees. Now these aren't your typical Scottish road users. Excuse me, ladies. Oh. Bridge. Got to take this last bit a little bit easy, I think, because there are a few four-legged pedestrians on the road. Yeah, it's starting to rain a bit harder, so hopefully I'll get there just in time. Can't be bothered to put more waterproofs on. My jacket's waterproof, but my jeans obviously aren't. But what a great road! What a surprise! After all those busy, kind of quite busy straight A roads we've had today. Well, I say straight, they've been bendy, if I wasn't in Scotland I would say they were really good A roads, but I've been pretty spoiled the last couple of days. Aha! I think that's where I'm going. Oh, it seems like it's miles away. It's raining. I'll get there soon enough. It's not raining too hard. I'll just be a little bit damp. Yeah, it's properly raining now. My legs are getting wet. Don't. And my boots. Oh, my boots are alright. Boots are waterproof. My media mod isn't though. I'm a bit worried about that. I think I might have to pull over and put that away. We're so close. Okay guys, I'm going to end it here, but I'll probably see you at the hotel. I'm going to put this GoPro away before it gets too wet, because I don't think it's going to like this wet. See you in a minute. Hi guys. Right, I'm not sure where I left you. I think it was a mad dash, because I think all of a sudden it just started really raining. And I was really worried about the GoPro because I've got the media mod on it so that I can talk to you, but obviously the problem with that is that it's not really waterproof, so it will leak and then break my GoPro and then all the videos stop. So I had to kind of stop and race to get that in my top box to keep it dry. But now I'm here. I'm at I think it's the inn at Ardgour. I don't know. I'll put it in the description below, or I might not. It depends how good my stay is. Basically, this is by far and away the most expensive hotel I've got on my entire trip, and I think a lot of that is because there's no other hotels in this area, so these guys can pretty much charge whatever they want, which isn't a great practice, is it? But it's not what I would call 5-star in here. Do you want to have a quick look? I mean, it's a bit kind of, I mean, no, that's not even a wardrobe, is it? Let's be fair here. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. It's just quite dated. It's just for the amount I'm paying, I at least expect an espresso machine, like an espresso machine or something. But anyway, it's okay. It's okay. But hey, a bit of life on the road. Do you want to see what I get up to when I arrive at these places? So I start backing up all my footage. So this tangled mess is how I back up all my GoPro footage each day. You know, I start charging GoPro batteries and different things, and eating Ritter Sport chocolate, which I've just discovered. It's amazing. Doing the map, drying socks and pants. Life on the road, it's glamorous. But yeah, no, it's been a good ride today. Really love my B&B. Chrissy and Alistair, thank you very much for a lovely stay. I really enjoyed it. And riding around the Isle of Skye was lovely. A few nice roads, but much bigger roads than I have been riding the last couple of days in Scotland. I've got to say, Talisker Distillery as well. That's a real highlight. Loved going there. Got me a little bottle, which is nice, from the gift shop. So that's good. And then really just big fast roads then swooping down towards Fort William, and then that really surprising single track road to get here. Yeah, real surprise, but it's nice enough here. And to be fair, I've got a loch view, so if I just spin you around again, you should be able to see out my window. I mean, that's pretty cool, isn't it? I'm not sure that makes this place worth the price I paid, but it's very nice. So with that anyway, let's flip perspective and I'll show you where I've been today. Okay guys, a bit of a confusing one for me today, because this part of Scotland there's just so much going on. So I'll try and remember exactly where I went. So I started down here at Portree and I came all the way up here to the top of Isle of Skye, but then I kind of came back down like this. I think I had to miss out a lot of this stuff. Let me just remind myself on the map. All this stuff over here, there's actually no roads here. So I kind of came up like this to this town, whatever that's called, I've just drawn over it. And then I come back down here like this, and then I come back on myself. And here is where Talisker Distillery, I keep calling it a brewery, that's where the distillery is, and that was jolly nice indeed. And Talisker Bay is over the other side, but I didn't go to that. But then I came back the way I came. I kind of did all this sort of thing, and then I met back up with where I was before. So I did a loop, and then I rode up here, and this is the Skye Bridge up here. But then from here, it was all those big swoopy A roads. So I came down this way, and then I came down this Loch Eil, and then I went down to where the River Garry is, and I came back up, and all this area here, this is all it's got a name, the Great Glen, that's what this is called, and that's where that really expansive, imposing landscape was that I was riding through. So I rode down the Great Glen. Interestingly, I think Loch Ness is up here. I think this might be Loch Ness. Yeah, it is. So I didn't go to Loch Ness up here, but which is a shame because I've gone everywhere except for that, but hey ho, maybe next time. So I rode down the Great Glen, and then I kind of got to this area, and this is where Fort William is, but then I kind of turned off. Didn't realise Ben Nevis is right here as well, so all those big mountains I've seen, I've probably Ben Nevis there. But then it's all that nice single track road. I kind of came round, got wet, and then I ended up down, I believe, here. So that's quite a big ride, 222 miles today. Quite a decent day. Kind of enjoyed the riding, to be honest with you. Yeah, so I really enjoyed the riding today. It was pretty decent. And I think, to be honest, from now on, I think we're going to start getting to those bigger A roads now. I think my fairy tale in Scotland has now come to an end, and I think it's back to reality, back to lots of people, back to traffic. Tomorrow I'll be doing what's left of these nice roads, and then I'll be heading towards Glasgow. I'm not going to Glasgow, I'm going to scoot round it, but I've got 2 ferry crossings tomorrow, which is exciting, so look out for that in the next episode. And as always, guys, I'll end it there, but give it a thumbs up if you like this video, and subscribe if you really love it. But I've been enjoying making these videos. I'm not sure if I'm going to enjoy editing them, but enjoying making them. But stay safe, everyone, and I'll see you next time, folks. Bye bye.